What?
Perfect. All right.
Yes, good job, babe.
Yeah, I'm good at that.
Clapping.
Okay,
What,
you're
what
on.
year was it that we went down there?
I can't remember dates.
Oh,
I just remember I thought that was the neatest thing that I'd ever seen. All those people out there working and irrigating the desert,
yeah, that's right.
building that big lake,
Well, they built that dam.
cultivating all the land along the John Day River.
Is it on? Are we doing it?
Not on welfare.
Yeah, you're on.
So
Okay.
no, they weren't. Nobody was on welfare.
I thought it was
We
neat.
rode in. We got up to the gate finally when we found the ranch. Rode in there. We're going down the road. Rayburn says,
Oh.
"Look, all these people are coming up to greet us."
Oh, that we was
And
looking, they were working on the lake.
Yeah,
They
on
were-
the dam thing.
And we stopped alongside the road
Yeah,
and
he
looking
stopped
at it.
alongside the road, and I saw, and they were all coming up out
Bowing?
of that side of that lake and bowing down to us. I turned around the back one. I said, "Rayburn, get going. The Rajneesh guy is right behind us. The
And
Bhagwan.
his big Rolls Royce.
Right behind us in his Rolls Royce.
Little old guy with
And
his
that's
big
what they
long
were-
white
That's what they
beard.
were coming up to bow down to him. He drove through there twice a day, once in the morning and once in the afternoon, and they all came up to the road and bowed down to him. And then we went on down through there, stopped, got out of our car, walked all around and talked to them. They were all very
went up
friendly
to the
to us.
cafeteria and had something. I can't
Yeah,
remember
we went
what
in the
we had.
cafeteria, saw where they made all their bread and everything.
They didn't eat meat, but they
No,
had
they didn't eat
cheese and
meat.
eggs. And
But they had chickens that they got their eggs from. And they had cows there for their milk. They did everything.
made
Almost
bread
all
and
their
everything.
stuff they grew.
Oh, they were self-sufficient. Build an
Very
airport, build
self-sufficient.
roads all over the place.
Yeah, they had an
Had a
airport
great
there.
big greenhouse, acres
Yeah.
of it.
And there was thousands of people, and they all had to. Everybody wore red on their top. Everybody, either dark pink or red color. Even the little kids, they all had to wear red tops. And when they came into town, they all wore red tops. You always knew who they were.
But nobody had kids. They
Yeah.
put all the kids in a separate place.
Yeah,
Yeah, they did.
yeah. The kids all lived
Then
in
somebody took care
group
of it.
house together. But the people that lived there didn't have to do any washing and ironing. It was all done from every morning.
But
There
they
was
worked.
a crew that did that, and everybody had their own assignment. One would do washing and ironing a week or so. One would be raking out in the field. One would be working on the dam and the lake that they built there.
Then the whole thing turned to crap.
Yeah.
They tried to poison
Well,
everybody
they tried
in
to
the
take over
Dalles.
Wasco County.
Yeah, brought
They
in
wanted
all the
to.
bums from
Brought
New
in a
York
bunch of
City and
people
every
from
place,
Portland.
trying to get them registered to vote so they could
Yeah.
take over the county.
They tried to, and then they put salmonella in some
All
of
the
the
restaurants,
what is
salad
that?
bars.
Salad bars, yeah, salad bars in the Dalles, and only in the Dalles they did it. They did
All
it
that
to-
money they spent,
the
though, I
pizza
mean,
place
they
and
spent
everything.
millions of dollars. Some people
Yeah.
probably got rich off of what
Oh,
the
yeah.
Rajneesh bought when they were doing that.
So, well, they did. I know Art Thompson, his outfit got rich out of it.
Yeah, it's
Because
too bad you
of
can't
the
talk to them, Art
Yeah.
and Pat. They
Yeah.
were out. They were invited out there to sit with the bigwigs out there and everything.
Oh, and they went out there and ate a lot of times.
Oh yeah,
They had lunch out there. They even bought some of their red.
because he was the
Colleen
head
had
of
the
the
red coat they bought.
Wasco General Electric, and so he was.
Yeah.
They were sucking up to him big time.
Yeah. So, but they had a nice outfit out there. I mean, it was clean. Everything was clean. Really clean. Their great big bakery where they made all their breads and
But
rolls.
those people that's out there working in the fields, I think they work from sun up to sundown. I mean, they that's hard work. Oh, and
Yeah, they did work. But they all worked for free. They gave him all their money. When they went into the group, they signed over everything.
But from all I understand, it was old Sheila that got them all in trouble. though.
Yeah.
Wasn't the Bhagwan.
Well,
that was
she came
actually
into the Dalles and
going to poison people.
started going around and well, they even set a fire in here at one of the what was that? One of the places in the Dalles.
Planning,
Planning commission's
yeah,
office.
out on 10th
They
Street.
set that afire. So
There was a firebomb. I just read that in that book.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they
Yeah.
destroy records.
Well, I
They
think
destroyed
it
records.
firebombs probably. It was probably a bottle with gasoline and a wick in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
they
Well, that's
destroyed records. Is what they were trying to
Yeah.
do. And the judge, he almost died from getting that salmonella poison.
But it was a neat time there for a while.
Yeah, it was.
It was something else.
They were all very friendly. Even when they came into town, you'd see them on the street, and they were very friendly to you. Always spoke, and even the kids were all cute
And educated. These people mostly were college educated.
Oh yeah.
Smart,
Well, there was
smart
doctors,
people,
lawyers.
doctors.
Yeah.
That's where they got all the money.
Yeah.
And do you think that's,
Engineers.
as I'm reading, that's what scares me, is that you find out that it wasn't just some,
It wasn't crooks.
yeah, it
No.
was, so
It was
that,
people with money.
Not with ideals.
yeah.
But when we first went out there, they took us in that one. Remember, in that building, and then we all got on a bus, didn't we?
Yeah.
We got on a bus
Went
and they
all
took us
around,
around
out to the
see what they
fields.
wanted us to see. Out to the lake.
Well, we
that
saw
they did.
everything. I mean,
yeah.
it was you couldn't.
Well, yeah,
hide
because
nothing.
then when we come back into town, we got off the bus and we went into their bookstore and all that stuff.
But they were changing the desert. It was irrigated. Everything
Oh,
was
yeah.
irrigated and
Irrigated.
crops growing every place. It was something else.
They had cows, they had chickens, they
Had an airport
goats.
So they had tours though.
Yeah,
You
at
could go.
first. Yeah.
yeah, you could go out and tour.
So at first, so then what happened if you couldn't, you said at first?
Oh, they got in trouble with the county and the salmonella, and I don't know whether it was never really said that but the religious figure was the Bhagwan. I don't think he knew what the hell was happening, really.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't think so. I think
You think Sheila did it all?
yeah, she was trying to get something.
She was the head of the.
She's out of jail. They put her in jail for a while. She didn't spend very long. I think she's in Germany now. All those people are scattered to the wind now. None of them's in jail anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long after, do you guys happen to remember how long after they first came that all the trouble started? Roughly?
6 months probably.
Oh, a year probably.
Year. Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
We
I
made,
would
we
say
made
at least
two
a
trips
year.
out there
Yeah, we went out there. What?
twice.
Twice?
So you didn't have, so when they were first here, would you say that, would you say that like a lot of the people, the local residents that were from around here, like had a problem with it when they first came?
Most
or?
of them, I think.
The ones out at Antelope
A
did.
lot of people were afraid of them, scared
Yeah,
of
they
them.
were afraid of them because they just swarmed in, so many of them, down on that deal. And the people from Antelope, they were afraid of them.
They were
were very
people I
afraid
worked
of
with,
them.
they were afraid of them.
Yeah,
I never was.
I was never afraid of them, but the people at Antelope were, and especially when they started doing different things.
Well, they took over Antelope City, the running of the government.
Well, and they
that
bought.
that wasn't hard to do because Antelope, there's already no people there, and you
Well, yeah.
all the Rajneeshis come in there. Why?
And they bought that one restaurant,
Yeah, they bought a restaurant.
but they didn't say that the Rajneesh were buying it. They had somebody else, one of their people, but they weren't.
Oh,
with
there was
that.
the mayor was a Rajneeshi. When
Yeah.
they voted him. They got
Well, yeah,
all
the mayor was a Rajneesh
after they voted.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Did you happen to know anyone who became members?
No,
No.
I don't think we knew anybody that was rich enough.
Well, there was a lot of people that were real rich in there.
There's a lot of money out there.
Oh, yeah.
Lot of money.
There was a lot of young people
The
that were
equipment,
real rich.
even up there, the bulldozers, the earth moving equipment they had up there, something else.
Well, they built an airport
Yeah.
right on their property. A
Well,
runway.
they built that lake. That was
runway.
we stopped at. That was a
Yeah.
big lake. I wouldn't know how many gallons of water, but see, that's desert, and to have a lake in the middle of a desert.
I read in the book you gave me that they had some problems with the planning department or whatever.
Yeah.
In the
Planner,
Dalles,
and-
that's yeah.
because they took out a permit to have a building like a barn for.
Uh-huh.
They said they were going to store food or whatever, but it was to store his videos or
His
something. that he
videos
sold?
and that.
Did you
Mhm.
see that when you went on the tour?
No, we didn't. We saw the building.
Saw the building,
had
the
the
airport. The big build, the
They
big
had the
green,
building.
the
They
greenhouse building was a block long.
did- Yeah.
I mean, it was humongous.
But that big building, I think, was where, we went in that big building, and that's where they had their services, religious services. Yeah.
Oh, you just couldn't believe like
Oh,
something
you
like that
couldn't.
was happening.
It was
really.
something to see, really. It was something. Because, I mean, they had a whole town there. You could have lived right there on that and never have to go off of it, really.
But it was different though. See, there's no welfare. There's actually didn't have any crime.
No.
Out there on there, they might have committed crimes in the Dalles.
Okay.
when
And
they
they'd
were-
come in and take their washing in the morning, bring it back in the afternoon and stack it all in the bed, just like it should be all folded and everything. Every day, that's what they did. Some of the women, that was their job, to do that. And they all had different little house things, most of them.
But the Bhagwan came from India.
Yeah.
He had a religious following in India, and they kicked him out, and he came over here. And I think he died.
He died in.
Yeah, he died.
Oh, yeah, he did though. He died, I think, in. I don't remember. I don't know.
But it was never proven or never even talked about that he did any crimes
Right.
at all. Not the Bhagwan. He didn't.
No,
do
he had
anything.
his workers do it.
He just rode around these. I think he had around
I don't
75
think-
Rolls Royces.
I don't think he ever came to town.
No, I don't think so. He just rode around
Sheila
these ranch.
did. Sheila did, the woman, because I've seen her in town.
Yeah.
So you never saw. So on that. So when he pulled up behind you guys, where was he going though?
He was
Like,
just going down the road to.
Well, there was miles.
He
Of,
was on-
their ranch was miles and had roads.
He was
all
on
over
their
it.
property,
Oh, okay.
the property of the compound or whatever it
Boy,
was.
I was surprised though when I looked
Yeah.
around. I thought, what all these people doing coming up here and
Yeah.
bowing down to us? I
I was
said.
so embarrassed.
I looked around and there was that little old man with the long beard
Sitting in there,
sitting in the Rolls Royce.
and somebody driving it, and they were going fast. He didn't go slow by them at all. And they all went,
Well, I thought he
like
sort of
this.
slowed down there when they come up and started bowing down. He didn't just go.
well,
on
he
fast.
didn't go real fast, but he didn't slow down.
Wait, he
Stop.
slowed way down so he
Yeah.
could get his
Well,
flock to bow down to him.
you were right in front of him. He had to.
And I was grinning like a Chessy cat.
Yeah, you were. You thought that was, God darn, look at those people. They like me. Yeah.
Have you guys been back since? Like after the whole?
No.
thing?
Yeah.
Yes, we
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
We did go back once.
It's just
A lot of the
deserted.
buildings are still there now, or were. I don't know about.
It looks
Now
like
it's a
disrepair.
children's camp. It's a camp for summer.
But it don't look nowhere
Kids
near
go
the
down there
same.
and summer.
No,
No, not near
no
the same.
energy at all there.
But most of the places are still there, and that. The different little houses that they had. So.
Is there anything else you guys can think of?
No, turn
No.
that camera off.
I got two other things to ask you about. If you don't know
Okay.
anything, that's fine. Let's see. There was one thing I wanted to ask you about the bringing homeless people in. Anything else you guys remember about that?
They brought him in by the busload. We do know that.
And these were not rich people. These were bums,
Yes.
derelicts from
They-
New York. From
all
the
they
cities.
wanted to do was
These
register
were people
to
on
vote.
welfare and everything. They
Yeah.
brought them in to
They brought him in to
get
vote,
voters.
to register to vote, so that they could help them try to take over Watsco County. But it never did work.
Well,
They
that was
finally-
anybody that had any sense to do that was never going to happen.
But people
People were afraid it was going to happen. Some people were afraid it was going to happen.
But did people recognize that right away? The bringing people.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they did. It was
Yeah.
lots of hundreds of them.
Oh, yeah. And they had to register
Hold
him
on, real
here
quick.
in Watsco County. Oh.
Sorry, my thing just turned off. All right, clap again for me. Sorry. All right, you're good.
Okay. So they had to register them all in Watsco County, so they had to register them here
At the
in the
courthouse.
Downs at the courthouse. So they would take loads of them up there. Well, the people at the courthouse could see that they were homeless people. I mean, so I don't know. Well, some of them did get registered though.
But they was probably here a year before that happened.
Oh yeah, at least that.
That was about the time I started thinking it wasn't near quite as neat as I thought it was originally. Because I really thought those people were doing something out there. You know, reclaiming the land is just desert, and they were doing all that work. It wasn't costing the taxpayers anything.
No.
They weren't on welfare.
Do you think if they hadn't have made, some of the choices obviously made to take over politically and all that, do you think that it would still be like a thriving place, like a
No,
community?
I don't think so.
You don't?
People were still afraid of them to some degree.
But
And it was a
They did
big
a lot
orgy.
with that
Just like
land.
most people just think, oh, that's just a big orgy they're having out there, you know.
no, don't even say that.
Well, that's that's what they think.
If
That's
what
what
people
they
say,
thought.
yeah, I mean, if
Well,
that's what
I
they
don't
thought.
know.
Well, yeah, nobody's married out there.
Well, they were married, but they didn't live together. There
Well,
was a lot of them.
It was could have been a big
Right,
orgy.
right.
I don't know.
Don't say that again.
I don't think it was it wasn't against their morals or anything.
And then the only other thing I was gonna, what do you guys remember? Because it was like the early '80s. What do you remember about just the general climate then? So like the political climate, the economic climate. Is there any? If there's nothing you can remember, that's fine. But is there anything that you can remember about what it was
Well, the
like?
economic climate was good. They brought a lot of money into the Wasco County.
Yeah, a lot of money, and a lot
had
of
a lot
jobs.
of
I
money.
mean, yeah. Because they had to put all the power out there and everything. So that the Watsco Electric, they made a lot of money off of them. A lot of money off of them. And I know Art and Pat went out there many a time for lunch and dinner, and
Oh, and they gave
they
them
were
jackets,
treated like
coats.
kings out there.
Sure.
Yeah. So, and at the time, Watsco County was doing good. The aluminum plant was going real good. So the hospital was going good. So, but they even had their own doctor out there and everything.
Wow.
Oh, there's more than one.
Yeah. They did. All of
They had
that.
their lawyers.
All of that. Yeah. It was something to see. Very much so. Something to see.
And it was all self-sufficient. That was what got me from the start. All those people living out there, growing everything that they needed, they made themselves.
Yeah.
They were very self-sufficient. And I think they eat pretty well. But they didn't eat meat, but they eat a lot of cheese and eggs.
They made a lot of bread. That day we were there, they had those racks full of homemade bread.
Oh, what was it? Soy. They used a lot of soy.
Yeah.
Soy hamburgers.
I think I had a milkshake that
Yeah,
day we were
they're
out
at
there.
the Antelope there at the cafe they owned.
The Rajneesh Puram, I think it was called.
Yeah,
Rajneesh
but they made their
Puram.
hamburgers out of soys.
Did you try it?
Soybeans. No,
No, I had a milkshake. Out there. It was good.
Did they try to convert you that way? Did you start to take cake?
They didn't try to
Not try
convert
drink?
anybody.
No, they really
were,
didn't.
They were not trying to convert people.
No.
You weren't invited to go out there and join. They didn't do that.
You had to want.
They brought
want
them
to.
people in.
Really?
And most
Yeah.
of them had, like I say, most of them had money. Lawyers, doctors,
Yeah.
people like that, engineers. I don't know how something like that would get started. Really, I'm
don't know
surprised.
how they
that
ever.
people that smart, and they were smart, so to be able to do all the stuff that they did.
Well, when they'd try to buy more land or something out there, or any of the buildings, they would put it in. They'd act like it was just a regular person wanting to buy it instead of one of their group. When they were trying to buy any of the property out there. But I think that's about all we know about them.
That's perfect.
They were nice people, very nice people.
They were smart.
Yeah.
Someone give me a cut.
Okay, cut.
That's good. That was good, guys. That was good.